how's it going, guys? This is Rio Murata, photographer based in Tokyo. So in today's video, I initially wanted to post a video back from a trip, but the editing of photos and editing the video is taking longer than usual. And at the exact same time, I saw this post made by Grainy Days saying that Lomography slashes its price of their own film stocks by a considerable amount of 10% to 30%. And I basically said to myself, nah, that's for North America. I live in Tokyo, Japan, and the Lomography will never do that because they jacked up the price so much. Oh my goodness, endangered species, 120 film. Earlier today, I basically looked at their website, Lomography Japan, and surprisingly to tell you guys, shockingly, they actually did cut their prices of their medium format film. And just FYI for your information, the 35mm film stocks, they did not reduce any of the prices. This is only for the 120 medium format film, and there's actually a reason. I'm going to be talking about it later in the video. But I thought it was something significant and something I should mention on my channel because not many people know about it, and because I live in Tokyo, Japan, I would like to give you guys the insight of the prices right now for the Japanese market. So if you guys probably followed me 1 or 2 years ago, I actually made 3 videos on Lomography series. The Lomography 800, I have a video if you scroll down on my library. Also Lomography 400, I made a video on that, and also Lomography 100, which I shot around Tokyo Disneyland. It's not going in, unfortunately. But I have this insight of how Lomography looks in terms of that shooting experience, and I actually shot with Lomography in the intermediate time after Fujifilm discontinued the Pro 400H, and also when Kodak released the Gold 200. When I hopped over to there, I actually shot with Lomography as a test drive. So, and for the prices for the 120 color negatives, Lomography 800, they sell by 3 packs. It used to cost 4,980 yen, but right now they slashed the price to 3,780 yen, which is roughly $25 USD converting to US dollars, and that's roughly a 26% reduction in the original price. For the Lomography 400, they reduced the price from 4,380 yen to 3,780 yen. That's like $23, much cheaper actually. 28% deduction percentage. And last but not least, the Lomography 100 3-roll went from 4,080 yen to 3,280 yen, which is a 30% deduction, and now it costs $21 for 3 rolls. And along with that, they also reduced the price of their infrared type of film stocks, the XR type of films, especially the Lomochrome Purple, which they only sell by 1 roll at a time, from 1,680 to 1,480, roughly $9.80 or so. Same for Metropolis, they reduced the price here to the exact same price of $9.80. And what was interesting was that they did not reduce the price of the Lomochrome Turquoise. I don't know what happened there, but I guess it might, for them, a lot of people would like to shoot with that film stock, so there's more demand for that, so they didn't have to reduce the price. And also, this sort of 1,480 yen, which is $9.80, is exactly the same price as the Lomochrome 92 that they recently released in Japan. That also costs 1,480 yen. So the Lomochrome Purple, Metropolis, and Lomochrome 92, they all are on the same price range, and a little bit above that, Lomochrome Turquoise a little bit expensive. They also reduced the price of the red scale, the XR50 to 400 for, I said 4-pack, 3-pack, from 3,980 yen to 3,480 yen, so $23. So that's pretty significant in my mind. What's also notable about this price reduction is that this is mainly focused on color negatives, and unfortunately to say, for the black and white monochrome film stock, they only reduced the price of 1 film stock, which is the Potsdam 100 120 film black and white film stock from, in Japan, was 1,080 yen. They reduced it significantly to 780 yen, which is roughly $5.20 in US dollars, which means that if I'm right, I live in Tokyo, Japan, this film stock, the Potsdam 100. In the black and white space, I think it is the cheapest film stock as of 2023 after the price reduction. And I think film stocks that go against that would be the Kent Mir series, but I'm not sure if they have the 120 version available here. So I think that was still like 700-800 yen or so. So the Potsdam is actually the cheapest black and white in as of 2023. I think I mentioned it in one of my videos that if you want to purchase Lomography film stocks in Japan specifically, you have to purchase from their online web store or on site. You could buy it from the retail sector, retail like shops. However, this sort of like price reduction, I'm sort of skeptical that the shops themselves will reduce the price of the Lomography film stocks because they have to make some kind of revenue out of selling it physically by purchasing it from there and in their shop, and running that shop costs money, So I'm skeptical that the what you call the retail department area will reduce the price of the Lomography film stocks. And there is also a catch that you have to, for the Japan site, you have to pay more than $90 of total, I guess, purchase in order to get free shipping. So typically if you don't get free shipping, you have to pay extra for that film stock to get shipped to you. So that is one downside. And I haven't checked the North American like a website for Lomography. I'm not sure how much you have to purchase in order to get free shipping. I'm guessing it's going to be like $80 or so. So that's one area to point out for you guys. This kind of leads into the most important part of this video, which is, will Lomography maintain this price point from here on out? And this is going to be from my perspective, my biased opinion, but I would say definitely no, due to the fact that if you guys know the components of making film stocks, there's a lot of chemicals, there's a lot of silver in order to produce film stocks. And we've seen from the Kent Mir series, the reason why they made that is because it uses less silver content to bring down the cost below the original offered HP5 price, which was I think $10 or so, and they were able to reduce it because they decreased the amount of materials used in that film stock. Same for Lomography. Probably the cost of manufacturing that film stock is remaining the same or maybe higher, but they basically reduced the price, which means that Lomography themselves are sort of like kicking themselves in the butt for not making that much of a profit from selling film stocks. And this also makes me want to wonder that will this business model continue forever? And I'm really skeptical that they will maintain this price point because it's really significant, this 10 to 20, 30% deduction in film prices. So this might be my advice, but if you're running out of film stocks, now might be the great time to purchase in bulk, because they might have to sort of like switch back towards the higher pricing that they had earlier, which is stupendous. It's like really stupid. So I'm thinking that they will probably jack up the price maybe, I don't know, 3-6 months later by the meantime, because the price of oil is actually going up too, so more electricity bills, more gas bill is gonna stack up when manufacturing films. So there is that high possibility that this price range will not remain forever as we want it to be. Okay, so this boils to my question that I will probably get in the comment section below, so I'll answer it for you guys. Which film stock will I purchase during this price reduction? Obviously, Lomography's 800, no doubt about it, because the Portra 800 is ridiculously expensive, and 800 performs similar to that. I've shot it in the past, I've experienced it. It is a Marvel film stock in my eyes, and also Lomography 400. I would definitely purchase that. Along with that, I haven't tried Lomochrome 92 because they were out of stock, so I might just buy it in bulk and just purchase more than $100 to get the free shipping and a bunch of that Lomochrome 92 120 format. And for the X and R, I'm not inclined towards that film because I've shot the Metropolis, I shot the turquoise, I shot the purple. I'm not that type of guy. I don't like colors invading into my image, unfortunately. But for people who want to try that out, now might be a great opportunity because the price has been reduced significantly. And also, if you never ever tried Lomography film stocks, they are worth trying out because offers something that Kodak and Fujifilm never had in the past. The Lomography 800 has distinctive color palette, the 402 and the 102, similar to Kodak, and they used to offer at a cheaper price range from Kodak, but because they jacked up the price significantly, it was less sort of favorable than the Kodak Gold 200. But now, because they reduced the price, I think it's well worth trying out. So yeah, that's basically my coverage of Lomography slashing their price of their film stock. Hopefully I made this video really short and informative to you guys, and if you have any questions, or if you ever try Lomography's film stock, which film stocks do you enjoy using, and let me know in the comment section below, because I'm happy to read and happy to reply. So yeah, that's basically it. We will see you next time. Peace out. Fujifilm.